So in the UK, Game, who when we were growing up were just called Game, and they were a shop for video games, but now they're called Game Digital. So they do like all sorts of
anything
stuff.
they can do, because video games are in the bin.
Exactly.
You just download everything.
So they're like doing.
Now
like
they sell
Funko
Pokemon
Pops.
t-shirts and stuff. Funko Pops, yeah.
So
Collectibles, one could say.
Yeah, collectible and entertainment.
Yeah. And can I say, I personally, as a gamer, haven't gamed in a while, but as a gamer, I do like having the physical shop front.
Yeah.
So anything they can do to keep themselves, like Extravision dying was sad, even though we use Netflix, you know?
Yeah.
Anything they can do to still exist as a physical storefront that I can go in, get my console or get my controllers or get a few games if I want to get games. Long may that continue. So
Game, Topps UK announced that Game were going to become the exclusive stockists for this year's Merlin Chrome Blasters.
Love that.
And we had talked before that if they were to stock shelves like lids, what would be the lids equivalent? Would it be Tesco? Would it be WH Smith? Who would it be? So they chose Game, and that launched on the 9th as originally scheduled, even though the Merlin Chrome Hobby release is on Wednesday.
Okay.
According to Blowout or Cardboard or whoever it is.
13th, 14th.
Yeah. So now I heard from some people that they were ringing up games in their local areas, and that a lot of them had been, like, you could reserve them. So somebody reserved 4, I think, got their 4, but like a lot of people were going into shops, and the managers were saying, you know, they were reserved in advance, but like it wasn't like they didn't have loads in each of the shops. So you wonder where they are, but it's very exciting for people to be able to walk in and actually walk back out with a couple of blasters on their arm.
Genuine, like, good boxes as well.
Yeah.
The what I love about this, I'll forever call Merlin Europa League Chrome, right? The official Soccer United Europa League Chrome idea, but obviously it has the Conference League, it has it all in it. That really has become like the European version of Topps Chrome, like what Topps Chrome is.
Yeah.
I think it's only year 2, but I actually have that feeling of it. It's like in the United States, the flagship release of the year is Topps Chrome. You know, that's in terms of top stuff. Prism obviously on the other side.
Yeah.
Topps Chrome, but I honestly think Merlin Chrome, and it's funny because it's still Topps Chrome Champions League is still soccer, obviously.
Yeah.
Merlin Chrome has the potential, because it kind of came out as like a heritage, you know, Merlin, It has the potential to kind of be the release of the year.
Yeah.
For Europe, UK.
No, it's
like hobby, you know.
It just like has the designs tend to be brilliant. Having more teams,
different players that haven't been in everything else.
Oh my god, just
especially when, like, you know, I think last year I think Arsenal were in Europa League or something like that. There's a big English club, then suddenly the UK, huge interest, and everywhere because the Premier League's global. But like even like the fact that like this year it wasn't like Champions League Blasters are in game. Like the release is Merlin. Like, it was Merlin. To me, Merlin is a growing brand. I'm loving it.
I suppose also as well because you're putting it on shelves in the UK. There is that Merlin. People go like, oh yeah, Merlin, like old.
Yeah, I say European, like Merlin is classic UK.
There's some kind of heritage going on, and it's just a great brand. Like, but even for instance, this year, Man United are in the Europa League, and not making a great go of it so far. Got beaten by Real Sociedad, but so they won't be in Champions League Chrome. So if you want to get Cristiano Ronaldo cards in 2022-23 for Man United, obviously you get Premier League cards, but for UEFA, it'll be Merlin.
Yeah.
And whatever else.
And that happened. Like it's not a super shock to see a huge, especially in England because of the way it's a top 6, whatever. Yeah. There's always going to be big teams, big followings, and with big players in the Europa League or even in the Conference League.
Yeah.
So, you know,
it's good to see.
It's a brilliant. It's literally the soccer release, I think, because like from Topps, because like Topps Chrome Champions League obviously is what it is, but this is one that has your Champions League, and it also has anything that could have been like the road to the Champions League almost. It has everything. So like if you're thinking of one box to open, guaranteed auto, blah blah blah. Like in some cases you could say it could be watered down because there's Conference Leagues and whatever, but I think they nitpick the good ones. They really do. In that respect, it's kind of like if you think of next year, what's going to be the release of the season? Is it going to be Champions League Chrome or is it going to be Europa League Chrome or Merlin Chrome that has Ronaldo autographs in it as well?
Yep, I like it. I can't wait to open one for the YouTube. And someone that we had mentioned on Instagram, Matthias Tell, who moved from Rennes to Bayern for 30 million euros during the summer. He had scored in the cup, and then he had a brief injury for like a week, and then he came back and he scored in their 2-2 draw with Stuttgart At the weekend, became Bayern Munich's youngest ever Bundesliga goal scorer.
And he's very much touted to be a superstar in the
Yes,
future.
yeah,
And he's in Merlin Chrome.
He's one to watch, and he's not in anything else because he was.
Yeah,
At, he
I
was
think
at,
he got, or he's going to potentially get a tops now for that goal.
Oh yeah, probably. So that's interesting as well. So there's like just little players like that you don't get in other sets.
Yeah,
That's nice to actually have some kind of like chase card, like like randomly now. Say they're in breaks, the Ren spot in Merlin will be worth something, whereas it wouldn't be worth much otherwise. So yeah, great to see boxes on shelves, even though I suppose if you were to
reserved or cleared or whatever,
yeah, they probably wouldn't.
I think I mean, already here in some places limiting it to one per person, stuff like that. So
they're getting like the experience, the Walmart experience. But even like I saw Bateson was, I don't know if it was, I'm not sure what the marketing arrangement was, but like was on Twitter doing like I'm going to the game to buy these tops bit of info, because it's like if you have stuff on shelves in stores, all of a sudden it becomes much easier to market to people.
Oh yeah,
like when people ask me about the hobby in Ireland, where can I get them? It's like, well, you get websites, and it's kind of complicated.
No, I had people, as you know, I had people in Ireland trying to, like, they had like a little corner shop, like near schools and stuff, and they wanted us to get boxes in there or whatever.
Yeah.
And we were having conversations with them, being like, oh, we can get you maybe Champions League Chrome, but because they don't understand the hobby, they were seeing and they're like, that's 21, 22. That's last year's.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, but it just came out. And they're like, is Haaland for City? And I'm like, no, that'll be the next one. And they're like, or can we have the next one then?
True.
And in my head, I'm like, the next one might
be the same.
Yeah. So they need to kind of fix that. I think they are working on it. But as you said, like having it in shops.
Yeah.
Like,
and if it's a blaster, then it's like, what's the story with these? It's like,
blaster's not setting you back.
Let's go to the shop. Like, let's go to Easton's, or let's go to GameStop and buy one, and
we'll see.
We'll see. We'll open it.
Buy it, open it. Yeah. Whereas if it was just hobby boxes on shelves, you walk in and it's like, okay, let's try it. And it's like, wait, 300 quid.
Yeah.
And you're like,
or you have to order it and you have to wait and you might have to order from
it's a different experience.
Yeah, different experience. So I think that's really good, and hopefully, if it goes well, we can see more and more across Europe.
I think as our earlier review, who's 53 episodes in.
Yeah.
I think if we went back and listened to those 53 episodes, which would be a long challenge.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure one of the biggest things we always spoke about a year and a half ago was we need products on shelves. We need blasters on
retail
shelves.
Yeah.
And that day has come, and that is it's a reason there was so much excitement on Twitter, like there should be.